What's going on, everyone? My name's Mark and this is Mako Reselling. I buy things at thrift stores, garage sales, resell them on eBay, and in today's video I've got another thrift haul for you. Have some fantastic items here. I'll let you know what I paid, what I expect to sell it for, and any other nuggets of information. So let's go ahead, let's get started. First item here, pretty good one. Got this at Goodwill. It is an Eddie Bauer jacket here, kind of a windbreaker snow jacket, and this is, I believe, called the Weather Edge. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Weather Edge. It is a 2XL. Goodwill, $6.99, and this will probably go, I'm going to try and list it out, probably 35 to 40 in that range. Might take offers down to like 32 or something. This was a good find. I found this in my neighborhood community garage sale. It is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren women's kind of utility military pants. You can see it's got this nice ankle zip here. Size 10, so nothing too out on the extremes. And this was $4, and I'll probably list this out probably around 35 to 40 in that range. These people had a couple racks. Everything was complete junk, and then I just found these. And definitely, I think this was a great find. All right, this item here is actually a return, and wanted to talk about this. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. It is a Columbia Crosstera, like, ski snowboarding jacket. Now, really weird that I sold one of these, same size, same model, same everything. The only thing that's different is this person sent back... this jacket is actually a different jacket than what I sent to the person. Now, I didn't realize this at first, but when I looked back at the pictures, I noticed that my Crosstera, you could see here, it was all white. This one is black and yellow, so I'm not sure if this person, why they sent this one back, because I inspected everywhere, all over this. There's not a single flaw anywhere. I did already refund them. I refunded them the day that I got this because I thought it was the jacket, but when I looked at the pictures, it clearly does not align. Anyhow, I am going to re-photograph, is that even a word? I'm going to take pictures again, and we'll go ahead, we'll get it listed out. Probably, this originally sold pretty quickly for like 35 to 40, so I expect I'll list it probably like 35 to 40 again. All right, eBay is a good place not only to sell, but to buy. This is an example of one item that definitely undervalued. It's a Luka Doncic Dallas Mavericks NBA jersey. Now, I got this for $7. That includes shipping on eBay. And I think the reason this went so low was that the person literally just like threw this on the floor and took one picture. No one could really get a good view of it, but I was able to kind of see the Jumpman here, the Michael Jordan Jumpman, and know that it wasn't some offbeat, cheap Chinese brand. So I'll list this out, 35 to 40. I also noticed that this has this, like this NBA engineered thing with the Jumpman. So I love selling jerseys. This was a good deal, $7. Probably will list it out between 35, around the 35 range, I think. Since Luka's on the Lakers now, maybe not as many people are looking for that jersey, but it will sell in time. All right, good find here. This I found at the Goodwill bins. It is a Wells Fargo Championship Callaway shirt, new with tags, and there were some other ones similar, but they weren't the Wells Fargo Championship, and they were like Cutter and Buck, so I just skipped over them. But definitely always good when you can find something like this for just $1 or $2. This will probably go, I would think, around $30 for that. Another good item that I got on eBay. This is an LL Bean women's jean chore barn jacket. Now I got this for $7, and it was in an auction. So this here, I will expect this, I will list this out, relist it out, and hopefully get somewhere around $35 to $40. It might take a little while to sell with it, but with fall coming up here, temperatures dropping, pretty quickly here, at least in the South. I think eventually that will sell, and I'll be able to get that for a nice flip. Don't pick up a ton of women's stuff, but I do, if I see certain brands that I know, I'll usually get them. This was at Goodwill. The brand name, I'm sure you've heard of it, Madewell. I think it's pretty good. Just a women's like maxi dress here, long, and this was $4.99. So I expect on something like this, I could get at least probably $25, somewhere in that range, possibly higher. I'll have to look a little bit more into, how these Madewell dresses like this, and style definitely matters with things like that. If that was like floral or more like prairie or something, that would definitely help it. Awesome find here at Goodwill Retail. This is a vintage Puma Buffalo Sabres NHL jacket. This also feels like it's got some change in it, but it's got a nice back hit here as well. This was $6.99. It is a size large. It's got that, made in Korea. I do think that there is a small rip on this, but it's still, something like this is going to sell. Someone's going to want this. Those Buffalo fans, especially those Bill fans, are nuts. So I expect this will go 40 to 45. I'll be able to get someone to buy this. Awesome jacket. Okay, this one, a little bit questionable of a buy here. The brand is Lululemon. I saw this in the store, and I knew it was, and I had to look around for a while. I eventually looked in the pocket and found the tag. But you can see that there is a little bit of stains and damage kind of on the back here. I don't know if you can see it very well. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to get some of these lighter stains off. I think I can get them off pretty easy. And if so, that'll be kind of model dependent. But I think those will probably go like 25 to 30. Bad scenario, if I can't get any of the stains off, maybe just like $20. That was $4.99. All right, another pair of pants here. Bonobos. Nothing too special about these. This was a find at Goodwill. It was $4.99. This is the athletic model. That should definitely help it out. Let's see if we've got a size here. Oh, 33, 34. That's good as well. Probably list these out between 22 to 27. And they're a nice, looks like a nice pair of pants. Hopefully the long inseam can help move that. All right, another Goodwill find here. This is a vintage polo. Now, the reason I got it is this Kiowa golf course here. That's a very popular, posh golf course in South Carolina. This is also vintage. I'm not sure how much that's going to matter, but I do think I'll be able to move this probably around $25. It was $4.99, and some of these golf courses, I know like some of them in the South that are definitely going to move, and Kiowa is definitely going to be one. Another one probably would be Wild Dunes. Okay, New Tags. Brand, not very good. Chaps, but this is New Tags. It is also a 2XB, and it's got a nice gingham check. That was one thing that attracted me to this shirt. That's definitely something that can move. MSRP $66. I'll probably go like 25 to 30 on this one. And New Tag stuff does sell, even with some of these not so great brands. All right, Brooks Brothers. We got a Brooks Brothers shirt. Now, upon first glance, nothing looks too special about this. But when you look, you can see that it does have that made in USA, and be able to mark it down as vintage. Vintage Brooks Brothers, especially the Brooks Brothers makers, sells well for me in the 30s, and it sells quickly. So I don't know with this vintage, I won't, because it's not makers, how quickly it might go, but I imagine I'll be able to get low 30s on something like this. That was $4.99. Okay, what do we got here? This is a Nike Golf men's windbreaker golf jacket. Really like an outdoor weatherproof, wind, rain, all that good stuff. It is the Storm Fit, and it is a 2XL. This was, I think $5.99. Yeah, it was $5.99, possibly $4.99, but probably $5.99. I'll list this out probably like $31, $32. A good piece, good outdoor piece for someone who's golfing. All right, this one I was a little bit, it may not bring in the most money, but I did pick this up probably because I'm a Panthers fan in the Charlotte area. Carolina Panthers vintage made in USA shirts. It is Belton. Might even hang on to this one, but it looks pretty small. $4.99. I just can't not pick these shirts up when I find them. Probably something like that would go for like $22 if I decide not to actually sell it. Or if I decide to sell it. Okay, men's white or cream linen pants. Now the brand here is Turnberry, which is, not the greatest brand in the world. I feel like they're kind of ripping off Burberry. Kind of sounds like that, but they're definitely not. Now, this thing has a couple things going for it. The inseam you can see is a 34, and these are 100% linen. Really nice pair of pants. Very comfortable. We are going into fall, so it's not the ideal time, but linen is a better material, and I think I can get $30 for those. Maybe take offers down to $25. All right. This is a jacket. Nice outdoor hooded jacket. Looks like pretty crummy, but this is actually Polo Ralph Lauren. And you can see here that it is a size 3XB as well. Only thing that I feel like could hurt the value on this one is that it doesn't have the flesh pony here, like on the side. But it is Polo Ralph Lauren. People look for this stuff, and I should have no problem, I think, getting eyeballs to it. It's a nice windbreaker, kind of rain jacket, and it's heavy too. It's lined. So I do think someone will buy that. All right, this one here is a Lakers 2020 World Championship hoodie, black hoodie. Brand is, let's see, Bleacher Report, so don't see a ton of stuff from them. Now, it's also got this back hit, which really attracted me to it in the store, having both the front and back. Sell-through rate does not look great on this. This was $4.99, but I do think I'll be able to eventually move this probably around $25 to $30. Something like this. Lakers fans are everywhere, and I do think that'll sell. All right, got some track pants here. Now, I believe the reason I got these is they are vintage Nike track pants. You can see that right there. I don't have a ton of familiarity with selling vintage Nike track pants, but I could definitely tell on the tag when I got it they were. And these were $4.99. It's got the made in Taiwan right there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it was made in Taiwan. So hopefully I can get at least 25 on these, and I will have to look at a little bit more and see how much those go for. But I feel pretty confident in that pick. All right, got some nice dress pants here. These are Ralph Lauren, like a gray plaid. I believe these are 100% wool. Is that correct? Yeah. So these were $4.99, and I will list these out probably around $28, somewhere in that range. 28, take offers down to like 25, 24. Those should move. More pants, and the brand, which, I haven't sold many of their pants. These are Travis Matthew golf pants, nice and big and lightweight. I do think I can get $30 for these. They were, these are obviously performance pants, no sort of error or any issue with them. Hopefully they can move pretty quickly. They're a size 40 and, $4.99 into 30, that's going to work. All right, more pants coming here. Another pair of Ralph Lauren. These are wool, gray pants, nice pants here. And let's see if we got a size on here. If they put a size tag. 34 by 30, so popular waist. I imagine I can get 25 to maybe 28 on these. I don't think these are as nice as those plaid ones over there. There's probably going to be a lot more competition with something like this. So probably more 22 to 25 on that. All right. Found this on a new rack. Nothing super special, but North Face women's rain jackets. A lot of people seem to be passing up a lot of North Face in the stores I go to, but I still find that it sells. The quarter zips, not so much. I've been passing on those. This was $5.99, and it's a size small, a women's size small. I think I can get probably around $30, maybe 30 to 32 on this. Possibly might have to come down to like that 25 range. All right, just a few more things. We got a pair of Levi's 501. Now, I actually got these for free from a neighbor who gave them to me, who got them from a donation. They're button fly. I haven't sold a ton of these, but size is 38-30. They probably could fit me, or maybe I'm probably like a 35-36. So, anyhow, free probably will go for like 18 to 22, I think. 501s, I'm not sure the button fly should help it out, I think a little bit. But I know Levi's are saturated. You can get new pairs at TJ Maxx and Ross for like 20, 25 bucks. So I don't have any misconception that it's going to sell like $25 or $28 or there. I think it'll probably go 15 to 20. All right, Polo Ralph Lauren, salmon colored, pink colored chino pants. Got these Goodwill for $4.99. It's the classic fit here. And I believe that I don't think that these are, let's see. No, I don't think so. So the size says 32-32. And hopefully I can get about 20 to 25 on these. These haven't been selling. This color has not been selling as well for me. This kind of salmon pink color. Got a few of those. But I may have overpriced them closer to like 28. Plus, we're getting into fall. Who's going to buy something like that, right? All right, a couple more pairs of pants, and that is it, I believe. Okay, this is a pair of Brooks Brothers. Now, I do notice that there is some damage here. I'm debating whether I want to take this back. You can see that the tag is falling off, and I might actually take these back tomorrow, or I don't know, maybe have my wife sew on just the end. That looks like a pretty easy fix. They're 100% wool. They're pleated. They're cuffed. 35-30. Good size. If we do fix them, probably just like 25 to 30 bucks. Nothing special. We'll do, or I might take them back too. So we'll see on those. All right, last item here. Appreciate you sticking around if you did. And it's good. It's a good brand to know. The brand is Santorelli. Now, these are dress pants, and I've sold a couple different pairs of these. I believe this is the Luxury Surge. Let's see. Yeah. These sell well. They sell like 35 to 40 bucks. And, if anything, you see that made in Italy, it's something you want to look up if you're not familiar with it. But Santorelli, nice dress pants. These go 35 to 40, $4.99. Good one to know. And the model as well is Romeo. Is that what it is? Romeo, yeah. Anyhow, that's all I've got for today. Got some great stuff here. Need to get it listed up. Been selling quite a bit. And sales are picking up. It's definitely good. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Let me know any comments, questions, or anything. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the like, comment, do all that YouTube stuff. Appreciate it.